Joe Biden sounding like a drug addict. We're only going to do this just this one time by saying this.
Most important thing to be clear about it, we have to change, I believe we have to codify Roe v. Wade in the law. And the way to do that is to make sure the Congress votes to do that. And if the filibuster gets in the way, it's like voting rights. It should be, we provide an exception for this, require an exception to the filibuster for this action.
This guy is totally there, for one. And number two, doesn't it sound like a drug addict? Hey, we're going to get rid of the filibuster just this one time. I just want to take this hit just this one time, see how it feels. And, well, if we have to use it again, we'll just use it again because, well, we have to. We have to because that's the only way to push our agenda down because despite Biden's proposals to suspend the filibuster, the 60-vote threshold required to pass most legislation through the Senate efforts to strengthen federal abortion laws have repeatedly failed in recent months. So, that's right. If you keep failing, either pretend like there's something you can do about it, or just get rid of it. Just sign an executive order. Do whatever you want. You're the president. You're basically king. You're basically a lord of our time. You know what's best for us. We are just mere plebes trying to figure out how to best live. We need you, Daddy. We need you to help us, lead us into a path of redemption, not of one of sin and unfulfilled living. Help us live a more fulfilled life by doing whatever it takes in order for your agenda to be pushed down. You're right. I don't care about the gas prices. I don't care about inflation. We need to give Ukraine more money. We need to get rid of gas. Even though I have a gas car and I can't afford an electric car, just do whatever you need to do. This guy is so arrogant and so ridiculous. There are old clips of him talking about how not getting rid of the filibuster is an insane idea, and yet he will go out and speak this. Ergo, showing you that these people, these politicians, don't actually believe what they say. They will say whatever they need to say in today's time in order for you to vote for them, in order for you to feel safe and secure, for you to feel like he cares about you in this moment. He hears your cries, your emotional pleas about Roe versus Wade being overturned, even though it's still legal in a lot of states, all the way up until birth in some states. But he hears your cries so much so that let's just get rid of, the Supreme Court. As AOC was saying this morning, we need to impeach some of these people. They can't just be going around doing these things. We are living in a time that is more divisive than ever. And this guy that is meant to be bringing peace and tranquility back into politics is the biggest joke of all. It's just like Obama saying he's bringing about hope and change. They're all the same. They're all incredibly arrogant and aggressive in their rhetoric. And they will say whatever it needs to be said and do whatever it needs to be done, including people that work with. They will trample on their bodies as they go to reign in more power. Change my mind. Please change my mind. Because this is a perfect example. You have somebody who has many clips talking about how the filibuster needs to stay in place and getting rid of it is an idiotic idea or packing the court. And yet, a few years later, they changed their mind. Oh, Derek, they're just changing their mind. They're just coming up to different conclusions. It's growing. It's learning new things. Or is it that it's all about power? See, you always hear liberals and leftists talk about power dynamics. You're the only people that are concerned so much about power dynamics because you are obsessed with power. You are. You're so obsessed with power that you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to remain in power. And that's the culture battle that is being taken place today. Let me know your thoughts on getting rid of the filibuster. Again, if we were in a Republican majority and all that stuff, I would want the filibuster to say, we need a slow-moving government, not a quick, fast-moving government. This idea that people think that we need to get more stuff done and all this stuff, these are the people that are led by emotions rather than deep thinking. But again, I'm an idiot. Don't trust me.